Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here today. Well, today I'm going to be speaking about Harry and Meghan. They're launching this probe around why people don't like them. And it's like, duh, you don't know? You don't know? I mean, really, you need to go learn something. These people are seriously hard-headed, as my grandma would say. But we're going to talk about that too, and how Meghan is really trying to make herself known, considering she was just booted off of the Time 100 list of most influential. That's what we're talking about today. So let's get into it. Well, it looks like Meghan is going to be a keynote speaker at the Time 100 summit that's going to be later this month. And it just seems like to me, Meghan wants to keep trying to make herself known. She is going to keep going at any cost. She is trying very hard to be that person that she sees in her head. All up in her delusion, she's trying to get to where she wants to get because she knows and feels that that's what she deserves. Well, it says a lot about Meghan's character, considering she hasn't made the list of the Time 100. You would think she would have. But I'm sure she met up with somebody and, kind of got her way and was able to at least speak at the event, even if she couldn't be on the list. And we know Meghan and Harry are just always trying to get themselves in a place of recognition, or at least Meghan is. Not Harry, not so much, but Meghan, this is where her concern is. It really is not about her husband or what, he's going through. And his life has literally become it's a walking disaster. Every single moment, every single thing that he is doing, it's not going to fare well for him at all. It's like you're just waiting for the bomb to go off. And imagine what that is like for your life. Meghan and Harry have launched this secret probe into why Hollywood hates them. And I wish you would start to look and see that it's not about people hating you. It's about why you can't seem to do the right thing so people can maybe like you. I mean, I think people are very highly critical. I don't look at it as hate. That's a very harsh word. People are highly critical of them because of all the things that they do, and they need to just, at the end of the day, learn something. Okay? But anyway, they've launched this behind the scenes probe. This turncoat royals believe that they are being shunned by Tinseltown elite and want to discover who is out to get them. This is what Radar Online is reporting. Now, they are still feeling irked and over the lack of Emmy nomination for their docuseries Harry and Meghan, despite it being one of the most watched Netflix premieres in 2022. Yeah, people can like it, but doesn't mean you deserve to get an Emmy for it. People can watch it in droves and say, that sucked. Doesn't mean you deserve an Emmy. I mean, that right there shows you the delusion of this couple. I mean, it's so like a soap opera, because the audacity to think that you think you deserve an Emmy. Okay, where's the passion for just doing the work? There's no compassion. There's no passion for doing this work. Excuse me, not compassion, because it was about to get back at the royal family with That was your whole motive for doing it. It wasn't through passion and hard work as a filmmaker and wanting to show the quality of, your life as it's documented. No, there was a sole purpose to just really get back at your families. So that's why you didn't deserve it. Hello? Now, the series pulled in an astonishing 81.6 million hours viewed within the first 4 days, yet the glaring omission from the Emmy nominations has left the couple feeling disillusioned. Yes, and they're still disillusioned in all of their own reality. Netflix series aside, in their own reality of life and existence, they are living in the land of disillusion. Because they can't even think in the context of the real world. And what makes sense to the rest of us, it doesn't make sense to them. They're just delusion. We deserve a Grammy, or we deserve an Emmy. I think Harry even wanted an Emmy or a Grammy Day for his reading of his book Spare. Like, my goodness. All right, so this source close to the couple can reveal that they are on a mission to unearth those who they believe are not supporting them in the industry. The move comes as Markle's new podcast has been labeled a flop. And don't get me started on what her new podcast is. I mean, I listened to some of it, and there's a lot to say that's not good. There's a lot there. With his debut episode released last week, Radar Online can reveal that critics wasted no time slamming the Duchess of Sussex's brand new audio show, with some even calling it stomach-turning, just weeks after her new With Love Meghan Netflix show was blasted. I mean, think about it. How about the fact that people are not taking to you in Hollywood because you suck? Can that just be the reason? Does it have to be a conspiracy, a probe that you have to investigate? Can it just be that you suck as being a human being? You just suck at being a person in this world? Could that be just the reason? Oh, but no, you got to go try to find some conspiracy because you believe in all of your life living that you deserve to have people like you just because. After all the nasty things you've done, just like you. That's what you think you deserve. Despite its record-setting viewing figures, experts point out that the Emmy snub raises serious questions about the Sussex's standing in the media world. Yeah, it does raise questions. It raised questions that, you're not going to be able to do well in this town trying to do anything around media. You know, for nothing grifters just coming in here trying to take jobs and opportunities from people who deserve to have Emmys, people that deserve to have Netflix deals. You're coming in with entitlement. This is why you're not going to get anything that you think you deserve, because you got big entitlement, arrogant wackadoo on your head, and people don't want nothing to do with you. It's a significant setback for the couple, an industry expert has stated. I wonder who that industry expert is. Could it be Harry and Meghan? Thinking, well, we deserve it, says Insider. And I mean, that's stuff that they do. You know, they could be the ones leaking this and saying this about themselves. So they go on to say this, Insider, recognition in the documentary or nonfiction series category would have validated their hard work. And excuse me, but I don't think you have any hard work behind you. You have entitlement of hard work behind you. No real hard work, because people know. You come to Hollywood thinking that you deserve everything, and you don't even put in the work. You can't just come here off the bat from across the pond and submit some documentary or docuseries to the committee and think you should deserve an Emmy for it, when your whole purpose was just to go do harm to your families. There was no hard work and real commitment and passion behind it. So while the series did receive a Critics Award nomination, insiders indicate that it did little to alleviate the sting of the Emmys' rejection. And this is the thing. Get used to the rejection, because rejection comes with success. And all the people that have had rejection, or who have had success, have had rejection at some time. So why can't you just look at this rejection as, a passage, a way that you have to kind of go through this to get to your real accolades of winning awards? Because that's what usually makes you or helps you to work harder when you have rejection. And this is why they're up in a roar about it. It's because they don't plan on doing anything with real hard work and submitting projects later that they think could be deserving of an Emmy. This was for the reasons that I just stated. And so to come off and start trying to say you deserve something without putting in the hard work, it just shows how you feel entitled, and people don't like that. It's like you breathe entitlement. Just every breath you take is like you deserve to have this opportunity just because you're breathing with a title on your head, and that's just not how it works. Markle is known for her role we know in Suits and is reportedly planning to create a bum book to identify detractors within the industry. Well, good luck with that, Meghan Markle. Good luck, girl. Go ahead, keep doing what you think you got to do. But yeah, you'll find out sooner or later, you just don't have no talent. You just don't have what it takes to get an Emmy, especially when your project is about stabbing people in the back. You don't deserve it. Harry and Meghan don't want to come off as sour or sore losers, an insider has added. They are relying on their high-powered friends like Oprah, Ellen DeGeneres to investigate the situation, hoping to better understand this setback and address any potential sabotage. I tell you, people like Oprah and Ellen, they might want to probably put out a probe themselves because people are not really speaking too highly of them either. So I don't know how they're supposed to uncover something that's detrimental to Harry and Meghan when they've got their own issues of people really starting to not like them. I mean, Ellen is already on that list. That's how she lost her show. So, yeah. If this is who you're counting on to give you some inside information, I don't think anything is being worked on. I don't think they're looking to investigate anything. They probably found out things that were happening against themselves, Ellen and Oprah, and decided, okay, we're going to stop this probe because we got our own issues. You know, it's just so silly. Okay, so Markle's hot new podcast, Confessions of a Female Founder, has been met with less than lukewarm reception, earning only 2 stars from outlets like The Telegraph, Standard, and The Guardian. Yeah, very reputable publications. Maybe it's just what you deserve. Did you ever think about that? So the Times, Express, and iPaper, along with curious listeners, also delivered scathing reviews of their own. One major complaint was listeners likely expected to hear valuable wisdom from Markle's guest, Bumble founder Whitney Wolfe Herd, but instead they got little of that as the former actress continuously directed conversations back to her own experiences. You see, the one thing Meghan needs to start to try to identify when looking at other people as being the reason for your downfall, what did you learn? Because these were the same things that people were saying about her Archetypes podcast. She kept asking questions that made Meghan the person that was answering or relating to the information rather than garnering information that would lead to some really insightful information from the guest. And she couldn't even learn from that. And so here she is now with this new podcast doing the same thing over again and not really learning from her past experiences. It's just astounding to me, the lack of humility to learn and to be better and to improve, right? I mean, am I saying things that are hateful? I think I'm giving some really valuable information to learn and be better, but they don't want to listen, especially that Meghan. The first episode we know featured Meghan sharing a huge medical scare she experienced after giving birth, revealing she and Wolfe Herd both suffered from postpartum preeclampsia, which is a bold-faced lie. That's a lie, okay? No, you didn't. Okay, we know what has happened. We have heard the stories, and that's going to be another video, why that's a lie, okay? But Meghan always has to say, oh, that happened to you. It happened to me too. You know, she can't just be authentic and always trying to be in the same situation as the person she's interviewing, which makes her out to be a liar. While the episode touched on important topics like self-care and postpartum health, critics Chris Binion slammed the show for its lack of depth, calling it an insane stream of mindless aphorisms with no real confessions or insights. Yeah, because it's Meghan trying to justify everything in her life. She's using this interview, this guest, to redirect the information back to herself. And it's almost like, girl, we heard this stuff before. Oh, you're going to try to put in some new information about preeclampsia? Okay, what else of a lie are you going to put in this new podcast? I mean, really, Meghan Markle. Girl, you are a special case that needs to be studied. Because I just can't believe somebody is doing this on the world stage. The audacity and the nerve of this couple thinking that there is a conspiracy out to get them, rather than looking within themselves to think maybe it's us. They think there's someone out there that has got some conspiracy against them. And it's quite sad, because you are in for a rude awakening if you think there's a conspiracy. No, it's just life. It's just life. You should just try to wake up to the real world. And I think that will solve all of your problems and delusion. But until you wake up, we'll keep talking about the nonsense that spews from your mouths and from your actions. You two need to get a grip. Y'all are a hot mess. I'm sorry. A hot mess. And that's all I got for this one. I will see you all in the next video. Cheerio!